Good, what's going on, everybody? This video really is exclusively for all my Iron Elite 10 to the end people and all my Titans. I found that this is a subject that a lot of us don't really speak on, and there's really not a lot out there about this particular subject. Um, and we're talking about our feet. We don't really get a lot of conversation about how to take care of our feet while we're on the highway. I guess we just take for granted, and we just put shoes on and or boots on or whatever, and we go about our day. But I want to just share some of the things that I've learned about uh, foot protection and just different things of that magnitude. So here we go. Let's see. Now, when it comes to proper footwear when you're on your motorcycle and you get ready to take a journey, the most important thing is you want a boot that is comfortable. It has to be comfortable. You're talking about putting on a boot, you're talking about wearing it for hours at a time. So you definitely want it comfortable. The next thing you do is you want to make sure that it's durable, that it can handle the kick around, the elements, the whole 9 yards. And you want to be able to make, you want to make sure that you're able to walk in this boot, that you're able to walk if you had to walk, and just all around comfortable, durable, and that it fits well. It's not too tight where it's going to cut off your circulation, and it's not too tight, and it's not too loose. You want to make sure that all of these things are are part of the boot. The boot that I wear, and again, this is no brand endorsement. I'm not endorsing any particular brand boot. Okay, but the boot I wear is this boot right here. This is my highway boot. Okay, this boot is a waterproof boot, which kind of kills two birds with one stone. And I like it. It's very comfortable. I've broken it in, but it's very comfortable. And as you can see, it has the heel toe stuff for you for your heel toe shifter, and it's just all around comfortable boot. But when it comes to picking a boot, you want to pick a boot that is not hard to put on and definitely not hard to take off, especially after you've been riding for a long day. You know, roll for 11, 12 hours, 8 hours, and now it's time to get to the room and take the boot off. You don't want to have to be struggling to take the boot off. Well, the reason why I like this boot is, again, it's waterproof, and it's waterproof based on how they have the tongue part made, where this is all connected. All of this is one piece. All of this up in here is one piece. If you can see that, all of this is one piece. So if the water hits this, it just drains out to the thing. But what I love about it is that once you put the boot on, you tighten it up with the strings, but then on the side right here, you zip it up, and that locks it in. So anytime when you're putting this boot on or taking this boot off, all you have to do is really unzip it, pop the top, and it comes right. It gives you all of the extra space you need all of the extra space you need. You see how wide that goes? It gives you all the extra space you need to be able to snatch the boot off and to be able to, get in and out of the boot. But it's super comfortable. One thing that I did was, as a company out here that you go to, and for my running shoes, and I went and I sat inside the machine, and it molds a foot thing. What are those? A gel pad or whatever. It molds that for your feet. So I ordered me a set of those to put inside my boot. Um, Again, you want to make sure you got a nice sole. This is what people don't realize. I'll give you a quick story. I was on a run. I was on a run one time, and our bikes broke down. Somebody's bike broke down in the middle of nowhere. Okay, but a mile in was the closest thing we had. It literally was nothing behind us or nothing in front of us or whatever, but we could see a house, a dwelling, a house, whatever, like a mile. But the problem was it was in the desert. And we had to actually hike it, or whatever you want to call it, into the desert. It just happened to be a guy who actually lived there. I think we were on our way to do the Four Corners. I think we were doing the Four Corners, and we were like in Mexico or whatever. I think we were in Mexico, and the guy actually had a trailer. It ended up being a beautiful story. But long story short, we had to walk through dirt, rocks, brush, all type of, we didn't know snakes was out there, whatever. Okay, and we had to walk through that. Well, by having this boot on and having it all the way up, and locked in, I wasn't worried about anything attacking me, any snakes or whatever. But more importantly, it was comfortable enough for me to walk. I'm gonna tell you like this. One of the things that I do when I buy a brand new pair of boots is I put them on and I go walk. I walk a mile, walk 2 miles. I jog in them. I get on the treadmill, because you have to understand that one day maybe you may have to walk in this boot to get to the gas station, or to get to the next person, or to even push your motorcycle. And you don't want to wait till the last minute to find out how uncomfortable this boot is, or wait till the last minute to have your feet fucked. Excuse me for cursing on Facebook. Have your feet messed up because your boot is just unbearable. There's nothing like being on your motorcycle and your feet go numb. If you guys have never had that happen, then just trust me, keep riding. There's nothing like being on your motorcycle and your feet go numb. You want to make sure, brothers and sisters, that your boot is comfortable, that it's durable. I know that if I'm on the highway, if it's in the middle of the night and we pull over on the side of the road, I can basically look down and I can stomp down, and I really don't have to worry about nothing attacking me. I've seen a video where this guy his bike broke down, he was working on the side of the road, and a snake came up and bit him. He had on a pair of tennis shoes. The snake bit him right in his ankle. Also, this helps protect your ankle roll. You feel me? The other thing of it is too, is that by this being a nice size boot, it covers up enough so that you can to deal with everything. And it's just a comfortable boot. But once you find a comfortable boot, most likely you're going to stay with it. You see, this one got the little air pocket. I don't even know if that works or not. I doubt it, but it is irrelevant. And again, this is not about a particular brand boot. Whatever your brand is or whatever you're comfortable with, that's what's more important. This is not about a branded boot. This is about being important and getting you a pair. This is actually my YONDA riding boot. I got a local tennis shoe boot that I wear, but when I'm getting YONDA, you're going to see me with this boot on. And the biggest thing too is don't nobody really care what kind. If you get YONDA, you don't have to be stylish getting YONDA. Don't nobody really care what kind of shoes you got on getting YONDA. We really don't. We just happy to see you getting YONDA. So it don't matter. But again, get you something that's easy to put on, easy to take off. And this is easy because once you tie it up, all you do is zip it and it locks it in. It locks it in on your ankles. It locks it in around your leg. And when it's time to get to the room and take it off, unzip it. And then you have all this extra wide space to do what you need to do. And this is also a rainproof boot. And it's rainproof. Okay, so let me say this. It's a rain preventive. Nothing is rainproof. Mother Nature is undefeated. When you're out there on that bike, I don't care what kind of rain suit you got on. I don't care how you got it tucked, how you got it strapped, how you got it zipped around, taped around your ankles. You're going to get wet. That's just facts. But these boots have helped me stay a little bit, drier when it's not been heavy torrential rain or whatever, or when it's time for me to get off the bike and I got to walk in a puddle of water or whatever. These boots have helped me prevent that from happening. Even like you said, well, it said they got the zipper, but as you can see, even with the zipper, it has a protective pouch right here, even on the zipper. So if water got in there, it's going to drain out part of the draining system, and you good to go. All right. The other thing too is you want to keep from getting blisters on your feet. They have socks that are made for riding. And again, whether they work or not, it's up to you. You got to know your body. You got to know your get down. But this is one of my riding socks. And I love this sock. And again, this is the sock that I wear. First off, it's moisture wicking. It's odor wicking. And it's a comfortable sock. But it has the different cushions, like right on up here, that help on the back of your calf muscle. You got the cushion foot, toes, and you got the cushion bottom part. But more importantly, it has the stuff so that your feet don't slide. One of the things I notice is that when I wear an improper sock, I get a blister sometimes on my long runs because your feet is constantly moving up and moving, and your sock inside your boot is rubbing up against there, causing you to get a blister. You want to make sure you got the proper socks. You want to make sure you got the proper size boot, and you want to make sure that you're comfortable. And again, you never know. You may have to walk 1 to 2 miles to get off the highway, or 1 to 2 miles to get to safety. So these things are important. A lot of people don't talk about how important the boot is. A lot of you guys pull up with the tennis shoes and you pull up stylish, and that's fine for for local ride. But if I'm getting ready to get YONDA, if I'm ready to get thousands of miles, I got my boot, and this is my favorite. This is my YONDA boot, and I'm actually going to clean it up now because get ready to get some Yonda. So that's what made me pull them out, and that's what made me do this video, because I want to make sure my boot is good. And you want to look at it, make sure that you don't have no cuts, no tears. You want to check the sole, and just make sure you got an all-around good, sturdy boot. But again, for me, this boot is comfortable. I have the insole that's made, custom made for my feet. And like I said, it's convenient, easy to take on and easy to take off. You're not sitting there struggling, trying to get it on, or struggling trying to get it off, man. So again, this is not a brand endorsement for a boot, for any particular brand. It's just to let you know how important the proper booting and the proper footing is when you get Yonda. When you're on that bike for 12, 13, 14 hours, for some of y'all probably 12, 13, 14 minutes, but another story for another day. Okay. Anyway, make sure you got the proper boot. Make sure you got a boot that can last and that can handle it. Like I said, this boot was made for, it has the heel toe shifter thing that's different from the leather. And this boot is actually, well, now this boot is about what, 3 years old, 2 years old? No, 3 years. This is before the pandemic. So I've had this boot a long time, and it's in excellent condition. It has taken a beating. I got probably, 30, 40,000 miles on these boots of riding, and at least 200, 300, 400 miles of walking, I guess. I don't know. But it's still in good condition. I take care of my boots, man, and make sure that they straight. And again, I'm doing these videos, man, for the Each One Teach One, the Iron Elite. Shout out to my man, Chris Houston Sarge. We owe it to each other, man, to teach this game, to teach this journey, so that you can have the best possible time when you take these trips. The I-10 to the end is a hell of an experiment. It's a hell of a journey, but it's not just doing the ride, but it's sharing your experience. It's letting everybody know how much fun you had. It's letting everybody know the trials and tribulations that you had. It's letting everybody know the agony and everything. Some people get defeated on the I-10. Every I-10 to the end is not a success story. Everybody that tries to do the I-10 to the end don't make it. The majority of us do, and the ones that do, we love it and we appreciate it, man. And we appreciate Sarge for giving us a platform to share our journey and to share our stories and to let you know that it's doable, number one, and number two, that it's fun, especially if you do it with people that you don't like. That's what I recommend. I recommend you doing the I-10 to the end with people that you don't really know, because after you do a run with somebody, we all know that that's where the bond is created. The bond is created on the highway. When you got to depend on somebody to be with you for 2,400 miles, 2,100 miles, 2,200 miles, and you guys got to share hotel rooms and all of that, that's when the bond is made. That's where it all comes together on the highway. Bonds are not made in the clubhouse. Bonds are not made in club meetings. Bonds are made on the highway, getting yonder, side by side, or however you ride. Stopping at the gas station, you're tired, he's tired. We got to make a decision. One of us, the first person, don't want to back down because he don't want to seem like he the weak link. So we both challenge each other, push each other, and it's just a beautiful thing, man. So if you're out there getting yonder, you're out there doing I-10 to the end, man. Again, shout out to Chris Houston, hit him up. But it is about teaching and showing and sharing your journey. That's what it's about. Anyway, I just wanted to do this little thing on these boots, man. Grab you a good pair of riding socks. They actually have socks that's called riding socks, and they're called that for a reason. So grab you a good pair of riding socks. Get you a nice, comfortable, sturdy leather boot. Hopefully something that's waterproof as well, because you never know when you're out there on the highway when it's going to rain or when you may have to go through some water. But make sure, and more importantly, that you can walk. If you have to walk a mile to the gas station to get gas, or 2 miles to get gas, you don't have time to switch out your shoes. So make sure they're comfortable, make sure they're sturdy, and make sure you can get out in them, man. That's my tribute for the day to Iron Elite. That is my story for you guys. I hope that you guys can take this and learn from it. I hope that you guys can take this and make something of it. And again, this is my gift to you all as one of the Titan Award winners, one of the Titans, and one of the I-10 to the end recipients, man, that has done it several times. And again, it's just a journey, man. If you haven't done it, get with Big Sarge, find out what the qualifications are, find out what the rules are, and get with them, man, and put together a crew, or even do it on your own, man. But I promise you, it's an experience, man. From Jacksonville to the Santa Monica Pier, straight 10, no deviations, and I promise you, you will. It's just different. All right. It's your boy Big Sal FHO, and I see shout out to FHO, man, the whole entire family, the movement, the nation, to get out. And don't forget, The Tampa Jamboree, www.unitedbikers.com. Grab your tickets. Tickets are selling fast. RV spots is gone. VIP tables gone. It's here. We less than 75 days away from one of the biggest events, man, the Tampa Jamboree. I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, hit me up in the DM, drop a line, drop a do whatever. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to this video. Make sure if you want to do the I-10 to the end, if you want to be a part of social media, if you want to tell your story, give my boy Chris Houston, man. He got you. All right. It's time for me to get rid. My day is already over with. Yeah, see, y'all just now getting up. I've been up since 4 a.m. handling business, emails, paying bills. So it's time for me to, I ain't going to say take a nap, but I'm finna just chill. It's your boy, Big FHOHNIC, man. My birthday is tomorrow, man. I'm going to put a Cash App request up. Y'all better shoot your boy 50. I'm looking for 54 cents. No less than 54 cents from everybody tomorrow, man. For my birthday, I'll be 54 years old. To God be the glory. And again, that's not promised, but I pray that I wake up tomorrow to be able to enjoy 54 years on this earth. 54 long and hard and trying and testing and the whole 9 yards. So, gotta love it, man. So, again, enjoy your day. It's your boy, Big FHOHNIC. Peace.